Hey guys, how's it going? So today Erin and I are going to be heading down to the garden center with the trailer. Planting these hornbeams out here on the new property the other day, it sparked something in us and we just want to get some more things out here. It's so exciting to see those first, like those initial plants going in because we know how it happened out in the South Garden, you know. You start with something. We started with some Spring Grove arborvitaes out there, and we recently, like in our tour video, I think we kind of harkened back to what it used to look like when we planted those initially, and it kind of looked like this out here, and then versus what it looks like now. So we just thought, you know, we should go down there and pick some things up because it's a perfect time to plant. The weather's cooling off. We can get some things going out here and just have that much more to look forward to in the spring. There goes Aaron. He's gonna go grab the trailer. But these hornbeams, you guys, they are so pretty. I cannot wait to see them grow and fill in. And you know, I like them way better out here than I ever did where they were at, back by the barn. And separated too. I think having the strong structure here in between a bunch of other evergreens and fluffier tree, you know, like more rounded trees, I think it's gonna be a really pretty thing. So now I'm gonna plod my way through this powder to the truck, see if he needs help. He probably doesn't need help. And the garden center's been doing their big fall sale. I was there a couple of days ago though, and it looked like they had some really good stuff still left. So I'm excited. Today is really just about shopping for the plants and then probably bringing them back and getting them set out. Oh, so close. That big lock is on the trailer, so even if you get to it.
Oh, I gotta take the lock.
Yeah. That might make it easier. You used to do trailers all the time without backup cameras and such.
Yeah, I mowed lawns for years.
Yeah.
And I had a trailer. I had
Right.
to park it in one side of the garage every day. I had to back it up into one side of the garage. I mean, it was a small trailer and I had a small pickup.
But
It was a little Chevy
still.
S10.
Okay, we may be filling this one up today. Okay, we have arrived. There's some really pretty fall things, pretty asters. There's still so many beautiful things, Aaron. Look at this. They did move a bunch forward. But there's some
I feel like
beautiful.
they should practically be sold out by now.
Well, Mom likes to have a full nursery at all times. So my guess is we're going to be focusing on a lot of things that get larger so that we can establish the back of the border. Now out in this new property, we really do want to focus on mainly just evergreens, trees, and larger shrubs, and not a whole bunch of perennials. That's what I said about the South Garden, and we ended up just kind of going for it because it's fun and it's beautiful, and it is a little bit more in connection with the house and the gardens around the house, so it makes a little bit more sense. But out on the new property where we're going to be doing something completely different, it's not going to all be landscaped. In fact, I'm hoping part of it's pasture. In the end, we want to really just keep it a little bit on the lower maintenance side, but still beautiful.
Let's get a pin oak.
Is that the kind that holds its leaves?
I just want to have a variety out there.
I agree, and it's real pretty, but do you really want to tree that? Oh, we need that right behind you.
Okay.
That's a birch. That's beautiful. If you want a pin oak, Aaron, I'm down.
Okay. Well, where's your Falcos?
I didn't bring them.
Can
I probably have a pair inside. It grows 55 by 40. I think those grow on the faster side.
Do they?
I think.
Well,
Yeah. Well, I gotta grab a cart maybe.
it looks like bamboo,
That's really pretty, the color.
right?
That's
Am
very
I wrong about
vibrant.
that?
Bamboo usually has like
Lines.
yeah, but the color's really nice. Maybe it's the grass right behind it giving that illusion.
Oh yeah, because it has the stripe. That's what
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
That's a pretty grass. Here's a pine, Aaron. It's got some size.
Yeah, let's get it.
What kind is that? Is that an Oregon green or just a straight up Austrian? Straight up Austrian, 40 by 25.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
it.
what are these big trees right here?
We need to-
Ooh, there's a sweet gum, Aaron. We should get this. There's a Warpleston sweet gum, 40 by 25, bright red fall color. What do you think of that?
I like it.
Okay. Okay. SK Home. I can use these right here. Do you want probably the tree cart? Hey, Aaron, should I put more sumacs out there?
Oh geez. You need to teach your mom how to clean her Falcos.
Those aren't my mom's.
Oh, well.
In her defense. Watch out, you got the canopy of another one there. There, that's a nice tree. Let's go ahead and get that birch while we're at it. I can get it right here.
Oh, where's the birch? Right here?
Is that in like a 5-gallon can? Yeah. I love birch trees. Is that a European white birch?
Oh yeah, European white.
Yeah, that's so pretty. If you put that on the bottom, I can take this first load over. All right. Oh, thank you for unearthing that one. Here's what I wonder, Aaron. I wonder if we should get all of our stuff out here and then load once we have everything, because I don't want the canopies to get in the way. So I'm just gonna lean this one maybe here so it doesn't fall down. It's a good start. Okay, I like this one a lot. This is an Oregon green Austrian pine, which we have planted in the south garden. We have one, and these stay a little bit smaller than the standard Austrian pine, so 20 by 15, but the growth habit is a little bit tidier and tighter. You can see the difference just right over there. See how the Austrian pine's a little bit more fluffy, a little lighter green, and this one's darker green. Might be kind of nice to have both. There's a couple of really nice Austrians right back here. What do you think of those?
Oh yeah. What's this over here?
Which one? This one right here?
Yeah.
That's an Austrian, and this one is an Oregon green.
Oh, okay.
Which I like them both.
The Oregon green has more like candle.
Like it's a little bit more, you can see the structure more.
Yeah.
That one grows 20 by 15, while the Austrian's I think 40 by something, by 20. We just looked at the tag and I can't remember already. 40 by 25.
Well, what's the biggest one?
Well, I think these look really nice. They're nice and fluffy back here. Aaron, I could probably grab a forklift to grab this one. There's a forklift right there, so I'm just gonna hand this to you. We'll have to unearth it a little bit, but I think if we get the forks under it, it'll be a lot easier. Do you need to, is that okay?
Yep.
All right. How's that?
Good.
Any further or?
Yeah, push it in as far as it'll go, probably.
Perfect. That's a nice looking tree.
Yeah.
This one isn't as big of a can.
No.
Still gonna be heavy though. That good enough?
Yeah, I think so.
There. Okay.
Do Crimson Kings do okay in our area?
They always get powdery mildew. Remember
Oh,
the one in
really?
our front yard?
Yeah.
Yeah. They always get, in fact, I could probably show you one. Here.
So we need some red.
We do. There are thundercloud plums right here, which are like a 20 by 20, if I remember correctly, which I may not be remembering right. Nope, 20 by 20,
Okay.
right there. There's also some choke cherries, but I haven't walked through the front part of the nursery yet, so I thought we could maybe stroll through there and
Sure.
see what we see. I'm also thinking about spring blooms too. Oh, you got scratched.
I did.
Bummer. Spring blooms. Let's look for hawthorn. Would you like a hawthorn tree?
We already have two of them.
Or crab apples. Oh, look at this. Look. Oh, look at the acorns.
A heritage oak, 50 by 40. I like the ache, but you know what? It's just gonna invite a bunch of squirrels.
They're so fun though.
That is kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, we should probably,
This is definitely one that holds its leaves through the winter. That's an English type.
yeah.
Or a cross with
that
an
doesn't
English.
bother me though.
This is an English and a
Especially-
bur oak together.
Especially with these so far away from the house. It's not an area that you're gonna be like raking up, right?
You do what you want, Aaron. I love the acorns though. Okay, here is a crab apple. prairie fire.
Think about the projects you could do with those
20
acorns.
by 20. I know. I could do a lot of projects with the acorns. I'm not denying that, for sure. It would be fun to have this one. Can we load this one up, please?
Yeah. What is it?
That is a prairie fire crab. Goes 20 by 20, but bright pink blooms, and it has a little bit more of that red, green bicolor foliage. You want some elm trees, Aaron?
No.
How about a ginkgo?
Sure. Well, let's not go crazy on this load.
Okay.
Because we'll have lots of opportunity
Sure,
to
you're right. Yep.
plant more.
Yep. There are some pretty hawthorns, though. These are Laval hawthorns, but they just have those wicked. I thought I saw a thornless one somewhere in this nursery. Gotta find it. Oh, here's some red.
What about this chokecherry?
How about this birch tree? It's a Royal Frost.
Yeah, what about chokecherry?
Yeah, that's a good one too. That'll bloom white in the spring. Okay, I need to go get the tree cart. I left it back here. There's Royal Frost. There's also, I want a Parotia. There's a great big Parotia back here that doesn't have this color.
Okay.
It's more green, so it might be less stressed. See, it's on the back rack right there, the real tall one. But we're gonna need the cart for that one for sure. If not the forklift. It's one of these right here.
Okay.
Or we can get the one in fall color, but I feel like this one is a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. Do you want me to get the forklift or do you want to do the cart for that?
Cart is fine.
Okay, if we could find it. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, one-handed. Hoo-yah! You're gonna get your workout right now. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, so excited. Boy, what a beautiful mix. So Royal Frost, chokecherry, and then we need to focus on evergreens.
Okay.
The Royal Frost is right back here. And this chokecherry looks good. You want this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
Oh, sold.
Oh, it is? Nope, it's not.
Oh,
I
I
don't
thought
know
a red
why.
tag meant.
I know. I don't know why growers do that. That was a new thing when I was still here.
Really?
They just started putting these. Yeah. I'm like, does it really take 3 tags to tell what this tree is?
Right.
And can you use something other than red?
Oh, that's kind of heavy. Oh.
That is. Oh, watch out. That one's kind of a beast. That's definitely gonna be top heavy. You got it all right? You want me to switch it around?
No.
Okay. You got this, Aaron. Oh boy, I don't know, can you make it through that gap?
Need to have some words with your mom about how she organizes in here.
Those are fighting words, Aaron.
I know.
You know she watches every video and talks to us through
You
the
know
screen.
what? She's definitely a beauty over
Practicality.
practicality.
I air her direction. You rein me in. What a beautiful blend of things today already. We're just missing some blue spruces, which I think we're gonna wait on. Okay, we're gonna take a quick spin through here to see if there's anything that we've missed. Oh, this is beautiful. A purple weeping beech. Oh, not looking super purple right here. 10 by 15. I love the structure of that one in particular. A tupelo tree. Look at the color on this. Oh my word. I'm gonna show Aaron that one. There's a perfect purple crabapple. Oh, there's some nice big trees here. And what is this one? A New Harmony elm. 70 by 65, dang. Extra blue limber pine, 25 by 15. I like that one. That's a beauty.
I think what we need to do is we need to start getting in what we have and then figure out what else we need.
All right.
You look like you need to go to the bathroom.
I do. Don't say that on camera.
Okay.
I'm holding it right now until we're done. Okay, let's go load up. Actually, I gotta have this one. All right, he's sizing it up. You got it. I had to grab it, Aaron. It's probably not for the new property, but I'm thinking I got a spot in the South Garden for that beauty. It's just so pretty. All right, you just tell me what you want me to do here.
Let's get this one.
The big one?
Yeah.
know. We want to lay it down or get everything in here and then start laying stuff down?
Yeah, let's get everything in first.
Oh, it's a beautiful blend. Love it.
I'm not gonna tip these.
No. Do we have any straps or anything?
I don't think we need
We
any.
just go really slow?
Yeah.
Okay. There they are. Whew. How many did we get?
9.
9?
10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Oh, I cannot wait to set these out. Just seeing more green out there or more plant life, it's gonna just change it so much. I think everything's still on the trailer, Aaron.
I think so.
So I think we're gonna stand everything upright in the trailer and go take a break for lunch. And then we're gonna come back after that and we're gonna spend some time talking through placement on these things. We'll probably, Aaron, I'm gonna look up like all the stats, like the fall color, so we can stagger fall color as
Sure.
well.
Well, and we were very deciduous heavy.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure, because I want to make sure that we have a really thick evergreen wall as well.
Right. So yeah, we gotta take our time. So we want to give ourselves that time. So anyway, we will be back in just a little bit to start in on this. All right, guys, we are back, ready to roll. Aaron brought the tractor out so that it would be easier for the 4 big ones. There's 4 that are super heavy. This one, that one, and the 2 pine trees. In fact, one of them is a B&B. It was just popped down in a container to make it easier to hold in a nursery situation. But you're kind of just envisioning like a staggered, really tightly planted area.
Like kind of zigzagged or, yeah, like staggered is a good way to put it. But I think that we should put things a little bit closer than what their mature height says. You know, have things overlap by maybe like 4 to 5 feet or so.
Yeah.
Because I want it to be like a full hedge.
Right.
You know, I want things to be touching, basically.
And in true us fashion, we have no plan.
Yeah.
We just grab things that we think are pretty and we're gonna put them in, which means we should probably choose the trees that get the tallest and start with those.
Yeah.
Because we'll want that to naturally be the back layer. Sound good?
Sure.
So in that case, I think it's the, well, I don't know. Let me get up here. I gotta double check. The oak, it's 55 feet tall. Sweet gum's 40. What's the Royal Frost is 40. What did I say on the Austrian? Again, I cannot remember. What the heck? Oh, 50 to 70 feet tall, Aaron.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, okay. So the pines get 50 to 70 feet tall, and then our oak gets 55. So we'll probably start with those 3, and then we'll work the rest of them in around. So what we're gonna do is just get these all placed, and then I'll walk through kind of the placement, why we decided what we put where, and then the stats on each one of these. got them all placed here. Some of them we couldn't keep upright because the breeze is just enough to topple those little The ones in little containers.
Maybe we should plant those today.
Probably.
The littlest ones. Those are the easiest anyway.
Yeah, get the 3 of them in the ground. We tried to stagger things to where they can reach their full potential, but also to where we have plenty of space to put more evergreens and other things in there as well. Kind of hard when you don't have everything all at once, you know?
Yeah. So the way I envision this is phase 1 is just kind of packing this out with trees and evergreens. And then ultimately, I think it'd be kind of cool over here where we've got the lane that, you know, goes down that way. If we kind of mirrored that over here and had a gravel driveway that came through here, but then also like a walking path or driving path, or
like gator wide, or what?
Yeah,
a little wider
like
than that.
Maybe like 10 feet wide. But like a path that comes in here. So there will end up being, like where I'm standing, trees and evergreens here too. So there'll kind of be like 2, that'll be phase 2. So phase 1 is getting the trees here, trees and evergreens, and then trees and evergreens in this. Maybe I can throw my drone up and kind of explain.
Maybe we can do a little sketch.
Yeah, a little sketch.
A little sketch. Now, do you envision yourself wanting to repeat any kind of the formality with the maple trees that you have on the other side?
Maybe, but I kind of see that as kind of so far down the road.
Sure.
So, I mean, that could be like a year or 2 down the road. I think for the next year or so, we'll just focus on getting, you know, because we still have a lot of areas we need to button up by our house too.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put too much energy into this, but I do think getting a hedge started is a good idea, because we know that no matter what, having a hedge along the fence line.
What do they say? The best kind of tree is the one planted 5 years ago,
something
or
like that,
1 year ago. Yeah. So get a jump on the big stuff.
Right.
All right, guys. Aaron is going to go put the trailer away and then grab all of our planting supplies. While he does that, I will walk you through all the trees we ended up getting today, some of their stats, and what our thoughts are for what's going to go around them, sort of. It's a very loose plan at the moment. The nice part about this is that, you know, we already set up the water system after we planted the hornbeams, so it's going to be very easy to tap into that and run drip for each one of these trees. First off, I do have this extra blue limber pine, is what it's called. It grows about 25 by 15. Puts on a little over a foot every year, which I think is pretty good for a pine. And it is hardy to zone 4, so negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I picked it up because I just think it's so pretty. I love that soft texture and that blue silvery color. So this is either going to go out here or possibly in there. I was kind of thinking maybe in one of the flower beds over there. So this one's just off on its own at the moment. But I thought we would start maybe with the first Austrian pine, and then we'll just work our way down the line. First off, a look at this little corner here. This is where our main entrance is and where the autumn blaze maples are, which will eventually be 20 foot from center. They're a 40-foot spread tree. So we wanted to make sure to place this first pine over a little bit. And this is one of the Austrians. It's so pretty. Oh gosh, it's just the perfect shape, isn't it? I'm going to turn around this way so you can see the opening over here. So eventually this whole area will be planted all the way to about where that post is, where the opening is and the lane comes in. So this is just going to be kind of the background bone structure here. A little bit of winter interest in this space. Again, let's run through the stats. Zone 4 through 7 grows 50 to 70 feet tall, 20 to 40 feet wide. That is a beast of a tree. Does it say growth rate? No, dang. Full sun loving tree though, for sure. Okay, our next one is on the ground. This is our European white birch. I have one of these in the other property. Look at the bark, it's so pretty. Not a huge contrast to our soil, actually. They're fairly similar in shade. And this one just has such an interesting growth structure. So it's upright for sure. It can grow 35 feet or taller, and you'll get a better look at it once it's standing upright. But the branches kind of take on a little bit of a weeping structure. So it's just got a very graceful architecture in the end. Oh, I'm so excited about it. Zone 2 through 7, and vibrant yellow fall color. This next one, I stood up in the hopes that it'll stay up. It is a prairie fire crabapple. Grows 15 to 20 feet tall and wide. So kind of pushed it to the front-ish area, sort of where we may have a little walking path through here, and then we have plenty of space back here for a big blue spruce or something like that. This one gets the most gorgeous pink blooms in the spring that are followed by these like half-inch size maybe, red berries. Really wonderful for the birds. Zone 2, I think. No, not zone 2, zone 4. Zone 4 through 7. They're a really great tree. Really great. And you can kind of see some of the fall color coming out, which I think is wonderful. So it's got this orange color while that one will be yellow. And then we've got a choke cherry that has the red. So we'll have a lot of beautiful tones in this space. Okay, then we have our hornbeam, which grows, you know, like 40 feet tall, 20 feet wide. Very tight pyramid. Then let me see if this one will stay upright. I doubt it. This is a choke cherry, Canada red. We have another one of these in the south garden that's a 5-trunk tree, multi-trunk. It's really cool. And they get this deep chocolate brown bark. They bloom white in the spring, 25 feet tall, 20 feet wide, hardy to zone 2. So anyway, beautiful red color. We want to make sure to have some red foliage in this area to kind of contrast all of the green and blue that ends up usually in one of our mixed borders. Boy, this guy's pretty today. Look at that. Oh. Okay, then we've got our sweet gum tree right here, Worplesdon. I've not grown this variety before. Zone 6. Okay, this one's going to be an interesting one then. We'll see how it does. We are a zone 6, formerly a zone 5, so that makes me a little nervous. Grows 40 by 25. Fall color is orange to purple. They've got the really cool shaped leaves, and they do get the little spiky ball things. So I was thinking, you know, if we're going to have a sweet gum out here that produces those, or have a sweet gum at all that produces those, having it out here where it's not over grass, not over walking area, this is the perfect space to put a tree like that. Okay, next we have another birch tree. This is a Royal Frost. You can see right away that it's got more of a purple tone to its leaves. You can see some of the fall color again coming out. It ranges from yellow to orange to purple to bronze, sometimes a little bit of red in there. They're beautiful. Now the bark ages white. So you'll see right here, right now, it's kind of like a purpley brown color. Down lower, it's got more of a white tone, and it will take on more and more white as it gets older. It'll grow 40 feet tall by about 25 feet wide. Zone 4, they're a great tree. I just love them. We've got these all over the place. Oh boy, you are set.
What do you want to plant first?
Did you bring me my water?
I did.
That was nice.
A little ice in there too.
Thank you. Next we have a Vanessa Perotia tree. Oh, my parents have one of these in their yard and it's always so beautiful. They're very slow growing. That's why I was thankful to find one that was this size. There are some trees that it's just worth it, you guys, to hold out and get the biggest one that you can. Got another Austrian pine right here by this hornbeam, and our last tree has toppled over. It's the oak. It gets so big that we thought maybe having it kind of back here would be a beautiful backdrop. Plus it's one, I think, that holds its leaves, so at least it'll be tucked back in here. And it turns bright red in the fall. So once it's got its huge size right here, it'll be this red beacon back here. And this lane will not be here eventually. Okay, let me tip it right back up. Oh, 55 by 40, pyramidal with slender horizontal branches, rusty orange to red fall color. Zone 4. It's got a really beautiful look right now. Really beautiful. Oh, just looking over this way and seeing some of the layers we've got started. Oh, so exciting. And see, our water line just runs along this fence line, and then we just tap in like this one has been right here. Tapped in, and then it comes over here and waters the tree. And that's how we'll be running water to all of these. Whoa, Aaron is racing down the road. What is he doing? So the fun part about this, because you want to site most of your big stuff, you know, toward the back, and then some of your smaller stuff toward the front, within reason, but it still allows you gaps. Like I've got a rose from Heirloom Roses. It might be called Dortmund, if I'm not mistaken. It's one that gets 10 by 10 and it has white blooms on it. And I've been hanging on to it trying to figure out the perfect spot to place it. And I couldn't figure out a spot in the south garden, so I thought I could just tuck it back in one of these mixed borders and it would be beautiful. And we would have plenty of space just to kind of tuck it back in somewhere and really enjoy it and let it do its thing. I'm also thinking like some black cat pussy willows, some big dogwoods, maybe some butterfly bush, big forsythias, stuff like that. Some things that just get massive, maybe some snowball bush viburnums, but I want to make sure, and lilacs for sure. I want to make sure we end up with 4 seasons of interest, even though we're not doing a whole lot of, well, at this point, a whole lot of bulbs or perennials or anything like that, but just kind of relying on our trees and shrubs for that interest. All right, guys, so now we're just going to plant a few of these We'll see how far we get. All right, guys, we were just finishing up with the trees, which I will go back out there and show you, but our perennial load just showed up. So we are going to unload that, and I want to show you some of the beautiful things that we're going to be able to plant over the next little bit. We've got some beautiful new sedum and veronica and heucheras. Oh my goodness, and phlox. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. Oh, you guys, we got some beautiful fresh plants just in time for fall planting. I love it. We've got a couple of the boogie woogie sedum right here, which I love the variegation on this one. That soft sage green with the buttery yellow margins, bright yellow flowers. New growth is bright pink. I mean, you should see this one when it comes out in the spring. It's so beautiful. 6 to 8 inches tall, and I can't remember how far it spreads, but you can see how it kind of forms that mat. It says 18 inches here. Zone 3 through 8. And then we have the Fun and Games Capture the Flag heucherella, which is a mix between a heuchera and a tiarella, 8 to 10 inches tall for the leaf canopy, and then it sends up bloom stalks in the late spring, early summer that have white flowers. But I love the chartreuse with that burgundy center. I think they're so beautiful. And this one, oh, look at how huge these leaves are. I can't even remember. What is this one? Cutting Edge Tiarella. Yeah, so this is good for a really shady spot. You can see the beautiful white flowers right there. 8 to 10 inches tall again, 18-inch spacing, zone 4 through 9. This one looks beautiful with hostas, like a blue hosta. Oh, so pretty. And then check out this heuchera. This is Pistachio Ambrosia. This is one plant. Oh my gosh. These grow about 10 to 12 inches tall and like upwards of almost 3 feet. wide. Pink flowers in the late spring, early summer. Just a really tough one. This one has been really good for us at coming back, and not all heucheras are for us. We've got the coral jade sedum right here, which you can see some of these blooms are done, but you can see the buds here, and then they open up kind of a corally pink color, and I love the sage green of the leaves. We've got midnight velvet sedum, which are a new one, I think, for next year. We planted a couple of these in front of the chicken coop. They're doing great, and I've got a couple other areas I'd like to put these. I think, is this the same thing, or is this, yeah, midnight velvet. Jeez, they're so pretty. Opalescence phlox. This is the Luminary series. I love this one. I love the delicate, it's like a lavender pink with the deeper pink throat. We have this up by our Versailles garden, and it just does beautifully. And it does grow quite tall, like almost 3 feet tall. So it's kind of peaking above some boxwood hedging that we have up there, and I wanted to add to that, I think. Or I might put this somewhere where we can enjoy it, this flower, in another location. We've got a couple varieties of Veronica right here. The Purple Illusion, big, thick bloom spikes. The honeybees just love the Veronica. Also, the ladybugs love it. It must be a host plant or something. I don't know, but I find ladybug larvae and ladybugs on these, even when there's no aphids that I can find. I remember the first time I noticed that about this plant. I was cutting back some Veronica in front of the gazebo when that was still in the garden, and I just noticed so many ladybugs and ladybug larvae, and I thought, oh my goodness, where's the aphid problem? There's got to be an aphid problem around here. There's got to be a food source. And they either had cleaned them all up, or it was nearby but not on the Veronica. I didn't find a single aphid on the Veronica or even any of the leavings, and usually you'll find the little bodies and stuff of them, but didn't see any of that. But I noticed that the ladybugs just are drawn to this plant, which is kind of cool. This one's Pink Potion. Might be fun to add these to the west side. I've got lots of holes where I need something that doesn't get enormous. It's 14 to 16 inches tall, 22-inch spread on this one, zone 4 through 8. That might be a good option. And then last, we have some eucalyptus. I'm not even positive that I'm saying that right because I am not super familiar with this. Crowning Glory Purple Rain eucalyptus, 18 to 20 inches tall, pineapple lily. That's what I should call it. 18 to 20 inches tall, 24 inches wide, zone 6 through 9. So there's the Purple Rain. It looks like it has a purple stem and purpley pink flowers. And then there's the Princess Bride, which looks tropical. So cool. Really excited to try these. I think they say, yeah, fold apart sun. This kind of texture right here though, it looks like it shouldn't survive in our zone. And it's really cool that it should. So that's our really fun plant delivery for today. I wasn't even expecting, I knew it was coming at some point this fall. I just wasn't sure when. So it was really fun that it happened today on the day where we are planting trees. Now we did get 5 of them planted, and that's all we're gonna get to today because it's getting close to dinner, making spaghetti tonight. So I gotta go in and get the sauce started. But anyway, I've got the blue limber pine right here, which we're gonna wait on. Let me show you the other ones that actually ended up in the ground today. We're planting everything high. Aaron's liking planting everything high and mulching up around it pretty thickly, so we'll see how that goes. We're also about ready to do our pumpkin harvest. They're still rocking, but we're getting closer and closer to October, so I feel like it's about time. Okay, here we are. Oh, I can't even believe it right now. I cannot believe I'm looking at these trees. I'm so excited. So of course we didn't get the pine done. We basically have the 2 big pines and the 2 larger, the sweet gum and the Parotia, that we did not plant today, and then of course the blue limber pine. But the smaller ones we did get in the ground. So we've got the birch here and the prairie fire crabapple, and then we've got the choke cherry right down the way here, and they've all been watered in. We'll tap them into drip probably tomorrow when we finish up planting. So there's the 2 that we feel like they're so heavy on the bottom that unless we get a real stiff breeze tonight, which I don't think we're expecting, they should stay upright. There's the Royal Frost birch right there. Looking beautiful. Way over here we have the oak. Which it looks like I'm gonna tip it a little bit. I think it's leaning to the left, just a tad. And you know, this one will grow and fill in this area, so we'll probably put some manner of evergreen, something back here that might get real tall. But this area right back here will always probably be storage. You know, the lane that we put in, you know, originates over there, and it will come through quite a good distance up here. Like even where this lane is, it'll be in front of that. So we'll have room to do something back here, maybe even a structure at some point, like a barn, possibly the high tunnels. I have no idea. We've kicked around lots of ideas, not really knowing exactly which direction we're gonna take this space, but getting trees planted is always a good idea. I think it looks so pretty from this view. Looking through here and seeing all the new trees and the color and how it feels like you kind of just want to already walk through and take a look at what's here. I love that. So fun. So I'm gonna stand in the shade of this tree. Oh, that's nice. Oh, got warm today. It's supposed to cool down. Like Thursday, I think the high is 65 or something and rainy, but then it's gonna heat back up to the high 80s for a little bit. It's just been a glorious fall. It almost feels like summer-ish still. That's why it kind of feels like it's not time to harvest pumpkins yet, because we're still just cranking out produce and all that stuff. But you know, I know it's coming. Fall is coming. And you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. I hope it was a fun one. It always is fun to go down to the garden center or to go on trips like that and pick out pretty things for the garden. And it's definitely not lost on me that the reason we get to do that is because you guys watch our videos and support us in that way. And that's just, I'm just tremendously grateful for all of you and thankful that we get to do this. It's just so fun to share this journey with you all, and it's just such an amazing community, and I'm just thankful for it. Just want you guys to know that. So anyway, hopefully tomorrow we'll get to the tree planting. We also, I think, are going to be removing some sod tomorrow, so it might be a big day. I'm not really sure, but we'll bring you along for whatever it is. Anyway, thank you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.